Hey, Annie, this is chapter 5 on the working stage. And I said this before, but I want you to remember that many groups never make it to the working stage. They get stuck in transition stage, they get scared, they don't want to go deep into what the real problems are. Um, because problems and behavior is addressed in the working stage. Um, and the idea of working, you're working on those problems and behaviors. You develop group cohesion, you develop belonging in the group, and it's not fixed. Group cohesion can break up very easily, so the group leader got to keep working on that. But you can't have success without it. If you don't trust people in the group and stuff, then you're not gonna self-disclose. Um, but you can guarantee even success, even if the group is good, because it may become a safe harbor. By that meaning, um, you enjoyed the group, but when you go outside the group, you go back to your original behavior. Um, One of the ways you can develop group cohesion is pointing out the common themes that link members. And uh, in the video, which you can see, and if you have a VHF, I can send you the tape, is all the members might be different. And one has trouble with their mother, one has trouble with their father, one has trouble with their boyfriend, one has trouble with their girlfriend, and they have trust issues. All of them have trust issues and communication issues. Um, and you got to keep it on the here and now. The leaders got to keep it focused on what's going on right now in the group, not in the past, not in the future, but right now. Aspects of the working stage is trust, obviously one of the most important things. Development of empathy, you want the group members to care about each other. Intimacy, which is not like, we're not talking about like sexual intimacy. We're talking about intimacy which you identify closely with some members of the group. And freedom to experiment. You want the group to feel safe, and so they self-disclose, and so they may experiment with saying certain things to see what happens. Um, One of the things you want is catharsis, and you may have catharsis, you may not. Catharsis is when the true problem just explodes, finally comes out, um, and what that change has or has not occurred. But it doesn't mean you can't have success. If you're a psychoanalytic, you got to have catharsis. But um, it's you want to have it, but if you don't have it, you still can be successful. Um, and you need to keep asking what issues are they willing to discuss and explore. Because if they don't want to, it's no good trying to get it out of them. You just need another group member, and hopefully, as the other group members go through it, the other ones will feel brave enough to respond. The last stage is the termination stage, and this is very important because this needs to be thought of long before the last session. Transfer has to occur, which means you got to transfer from the therapist to the outside world. Closure is needed, so that's up to the group leader to say, okay, next week's our last week. What did we learn? What did we gain? Um, and have each member summarize their situation, what's going on. You need to summarize as a group leader at the end of the session. Um, and uh, you need to also tell them what happens if they have a reversal of all the stuff in the group, that they could go to some place, like give them another counselor's name or another group that they can get into. So the termination stage, we have transfer of learning, we have transfer of coping, we have provide an evaluation process. You just can't ask them, did you have a good time? Oh yeah, yeah. Well, you should do 6 months. Did they actually gain anything from the group? You have to summarize what you just talked about, and you have to state availability. So those are the things for chapter 5. enjoy. All right. Bye bye.